dressed up here, now we're cool with you. Oh, we can only go this way. Okay. We were told to go this way, and now we don't know where to go. There's a space. Steam and Steel?
Right inside, take the elevator to the 4th floor, report to the tour center, okay?
I hope it's going. It's a lot bigger than I expected. So you can see how big it is here. You see the carnival ship over there.
This was in really bad shape. It actually looks clean and nice, and it's a super durable material, I know that. And they had a really long gangway that they entered from, and it would be this amazing kind of cool experience, right? But they've done away with that, and they've kept this, and it's been both a blessing and a curse, because it helps you go from one side of the ship to the other. And it's good for events too. They do some really cool things for Christmas and Halloween too. Christmas mostly though. It looks really amazing during Christmas. But it also kind of distracts from the view of the ship. So I don't know. It's kind of a two-edged sword having this thing. We're actually gonna step on board. I think this is our group too.
Yeah, I think so. This is, yeah.
Oh yeah, they refinished it properly.
I like it. I like the color.
I wasn't sure if it would be really light, but I think it's just right, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
Oh yeah, we can catch a little tiny glimpse of the hello. Ooh, would you look at that?
Everyone say hi to Christina. This is Christina. Hi. She owns the Queen Mary. Now, I always like to begin the Steam and Steel tour by, first of all, letting you know, this is one of 3 tours we do offer here aboard the Queen Mary. We do have the Glory Days tour, that's our history tour, where we take you through a lot of the first-class public spaces and talk about the ship's career as an ocean liner. And then we also have the Haunted Encounters tour, pretty obvious what they talk about on that tour. This tour is designed where we go into the engine rooms, talk about the ship from an engineering perspective. And I always like to begin this tour by asking how many of you are only on the Steam and Steel tour because the tour you wanted was full. So there is no water in the engine rooms, by the way. If you hear people say, oh, I hear the Queen Mary's engine rooms are filled with water. No, there's no water down here. If I saw water down here, I wouldn't be down here.
Tim was more than an employee. He and other crew members are clearly very passionate about the ship, and I learned a lot from Tim and Ashley in particular, who were the nicest people. It did get a little crowded below the aft engine room, where we spent the majority of the second half of our tour. Regular visitors collided with us as they tried to go from one place while we remained in one section. I don't know exactly what they could do about all this congestion. Maybe place lanes the way you would a street. I could really see that working, actually.
So also, these lights are, of course, not original. Here, if you see some fun light effects, our chief engineer is kind of the theatrical lighting designer. Those weren't original. I think what he's simulating in there, when you see blue flashing, it's supposed to be places where water would be running through. If there is orange flashing, it's supposed to be like sparks. You wouldn't have fire in the engine room if you do that as a bad thing. Yeah.
The lighting was definitely so much better down in the engine room, so much brighter, making everything so much more visible. And while the lighting effects took a lot of creative liberties, it definitely created interest and focal points that helped the experience. Like Alex the historian noted, it would be very beautiful if they added some realistic sound effects as well.
So it's interesting to see when we went on Princess Cruises that Princess Cruises tends to do this, but they do it in like a much more modern kind of way, which isn't anywhere nearly as cool or interesting as this, since this is, like, has actual history. But you can kind of see how they try to do something similar and keep it alive in a way, but in like a modern way with like technology and like screens that you can like tap and do things on and stuff like that, but trying to keep the classic ocean liner like alive.
The refinished veneer wall paneling is beautiful. It really does brighten up the space. You can see the holographic effect return, and it's shiny. I'm a little disappointed in the carpet though. Originally, the linoleum flooring paved all the way from Piccadilly Circus to the observation bar. I think the carpeting's still here because maybe sound, right? Maybe it would create too much sound, but they gotta figure something out. The observation bar is open from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. The refinished wood wall paneling is so beautiful and really brightens up the space. They put back the original light fixtures, and they really need to do the same thing with the furniture, quite frankly. And again, with the carpeting, I heard somewhere that they're supposed to restore the original linoleum flooring, and that will really complete the room. They also got rid of the atrocious plexiglass windbreaker, which really didn't help the facade of the ship either. And hopefully they will bring back the double-tiered wood railing. Alex the historian confirmed in his Queen Mary repair update video posted April 7th, 2023 that they do plan on installing period-appropriate floors and furniture, hopefully recreations. It really was like seeing it for the first time. Quite yet go up the Fred stairs to the sun deck, but there's a gift shop open and you can get a coffee at the Midship Marketplace or get a full-on meal at the Chelsea Chowder House and Bar like Kendall and I are about to do. The menu was limited in this stage of the ship's opening and a bit overpriced in my opinion. It cost close to $20 for the double Angus beef burger that Kendall and I both got. It was mostly good. The fries were crunchy and flavorful, though the bun just tasted a little on the cheap side. Very filling all the same. Wonderful service and atmosphere as well. So I guess it's a private event going inside.
We'll be back to the restaurant.
I wish we could go in there because it looks really cool.
There are a lot of events going on in some of the big public spaces, which means we can't see a whole lot of them. But that's actually a good sign. More revenue means more restoration, am I right? Shh. I didn't test it beforehand or anything.
You wanted to open it. Don't do that. It's really cool.
You get to see it too.
Okay.
This is our first time here ever.
Very cool.
It's even better than I remember it. The linoleum flooring they just put in the first class shopping center is supposed to be more accurate to the post-war flooring they put in 1946, and it's a lot lighter than the replacement flooring that the RMS Foundation put in 1995. It's pretty nice. They also replaced the ceiling light with more cost-effective and versatile LED strip lighting. They've also opened up a lot of the lower decks. The hotel's opened back up again, so it kind of makes sense, right? Well, let's see just how far we can explore. See, this is what it used to look like. Look at that beautiful rug. It's like Art Deco meets Cubist meets like whimsical Arizonian whatever. They need to bring this back. Oh, thank you. Here, ladies first.
Oh, wow.
Smells really nice in here.
I don't think they actually like sanded it down, but they've been doing a lot of polishing, I know.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
it certainly
haven't
looks
seen any sanding
brighter.
equipment, yeah, so I don't think they've actually officially like finished, but I know they've done a lot of cleaning. also see a lot of different mythological features in the glasswork up here. It's been expanded a little bit, but that's pretty much it. It's huge. These two portraits are considered birds of the old world, birds of the new world.
Oh. Which one's old? Which one? Is that one new? Which
We
one's
always
new?
debate about this. This one is the new world, this one is the old world.
Oh, okay.
I was like, wait, now I'm gonna have to do this all over again. Really cool to see the ballroom and the dining room. That was really cool. Thanks to Ashley, our friends. He was showing us around, letting us into the closed places. She needs a raise.
Shirley Temple's non-alcoholic. I had also never, out of the bazillions of times I had been aboard over the years, indulged in a drink or sat down in the observation bar. We had a Shirley Temple, as it were. It was such a special time. It was like seeing the ship for the first time. Kendall really seemed to have enjoyed her time aboard as well, and I can't wait till the next time when even more opens up and the quality and immersion is amplified. Like and subscribe for more Queen Mary content. Thank you very much.